Honestly, guys, I don't even know what to say, because like I was gonna save like this message for TikTok, but I was like, let me just give them the long form of the message and then just save the short form of it for TikTok. But I was literally about to like I was actually talking to God about something, and I was talking to God about something important, and then I read in the comment section, somebody was saying, can you explain the circumstances that would have made you feel that way for the previous video, right? And I was like, child, do you really want me to explain these circumstances? Because there's a lot of circumstances. But then it did match what I was already thinking about and talking to God about, like driving here. And God mentioned something to me the other day, and I told you guys this. I said something related to like, when you're fighting off warfare and you're fighting off witchcraft and you're fighting off a spirit, the spirit is heavy. Remember, I told you the spirit is so heavy, it like feels like you have a backpack on, a heavy backpack on. It feels like something is just weighing you down, right? And this morning when I got up, I was thinking about some things, and even on the way here, and I was talking to God about that spirit, and I was like, God, that spirit is on some people, because depression, anxiety, sadness comes from that spirit. When that spirit is sent to you, it's meant to weigh down every area of your life. And what it does is it weighs every single area down to the point where it causes a domino effect. So it's a situation where it's like you're up early in the morning. Let's just say you're up at 3 a.m. You can't go to bed, and you're thinking about your life. You're sad, you're depressed, you're frustrated with everything because you're not seeing changes. You can feel the spell work, you can feel the witchcraft. And then it's kind of like, as soon as you're laying there, it's kind of like you feel the heaviness. And then on top of that, you feel the heaviness, but even though your room is dark, it's kind of like you have a sense of comfort knowing it's still nighttime, or knowing it's not morning yet and you don't have to start your day yet. You can kind of lay for a bit. But then as soon as you see the sun coming up and the sun starts shining through the window, it's kind of like you get more depressed, because you're like, oh, I don't even want to start my day today. I don't even want to start today. I don't even want to be awake right now. Like, I don't even want to see the sunlight, right? That's a spirit. And then what happens is that depression causes you to continue to lay in bed until 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then when you finally get up, it's hard for you to, you look at your home and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm unorganized. And then you look at yourself and then you're like, oh my God, I look a mess. And then you start thinking about all this stuff that is not going right. And then it kind of starts to weigh you down even more. Then you start to think about, your kingdom partner, whoever has a kingdom partner, or if you haven't met the person yet, you start thinking about, how is anyone going to accept me or love me? What's going on? Maybe this is one of the circumstances that leads to that, because it's a domino effect. When you're fighting witchcraft, when you're fighting warfare, and there's spirits consistently being sent to you. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I went back to a time in my life when I was talking to God. I went back to a time in my life in 2016 when a spirit was sent to me. And this was around the time where God blessed me to be able to see the spiritual realm while being awake. That's a gift that not many people have. So it's like I have the gift to see in the spiritual realm when my eyes are closed and stuff, but I also have the gift to see the spiritual realm when I'm awake, as in like I can see spirits. I can see bad spirits, and I can see the Lord. I can see angels. I can see, you get what I'm saying? So around that time in 2016, I was able to see the spirit that was sent to me. And I noticed every time I saw this dark shadow, skinny, the spirit's very skinny. Whatever spirit they send for that, like depression and all that, it's a very skinny spirit, and it's very dark, and it's very fast. Like, it moves very swiftly and fast. And every time I saw the spirit, I would be in a good mood. And every time I saw the spirit, I was like, oh my gosh, not again. And then literally the next day, I would feel this weight on me, this heaviness, this sadness, this depression. And then I would start thinking about, isolating myself, not talking to people, not going outside, PTSD, just wanted to order food all the time, not wanting to cook, not wanting to do anything because I felt like I had to hide from the world because I wasn't accepted, and I felt like everywhere I go I'm going to be rejected. And that's what the spirit will do. The spirit comes in to bring heaviness and to bring depression in every area of your life. Like, you'll know, because it's kind of like your life will be going in a specific direction, and you already know what responsibilities you have, what type of problems you have, and all that, and you already know how to solve it. You know, you have ideas, there's a resolution, and you're actually working towards it. But when the spirit is affecting you and the spirit is sent to you, your resolution is like thrown out the window. It's kind of like your brain is fogged. You can no longer think about a resolution. You can no longer figure out how to solve the problem. And then all of a sudden, everything that's in your mind is just straight up negative. Everything is, the way you look at everything in life is negative. The way you think about everything in life is negative. The way you look at your partner, the way you look at your relationship is negative. Every single thing is negative, down to, you know, I don't want to drive or go to the grocery store because I don't look good. And you don't have to look good to go to the grocery store, but that's what the spirit will do. The spirit will make you look at every single thing in your life in a negative way, and even yourself. And what doesn't help with that is the trauma many of us already faced with family, the trauma many of us already faced with breakups, heartbreak, rejection, being lied to, being judged. And when that spirit is following you, that is what causes a lot of the rejection, the depression, and all of that. Like, that spirit comes with a bunch of things, okay? So it's weird because I was talking to God about it, and the message for this specific video, I want to say, is whoever is listening to this right now, get out the bed, get out the couch. To fight this, you have to be moving. You have to move. You have to move around. You have to get up, and you have to force yourself to do the little tasks. You got to pray. A routine will really help. If you say, okay, God, I feel this depression now, I don't want to get out the bed, I don't even want to see the sunlight. Let me tell you something, because I used to be like that. When I used to see the sunlight coming in my room, I got depressed, because I'm like, I gotta start another day. Because remember, I told you, when that spirit is sent to you, you look at everything negative. But I want you to remember something. Every time you feel this heaviness and you feel this in your spirit, and you see the sun coming in your room, you are very blessed to see the sunlight. You are extremely blessed to see the sunlight, because you know what that means? That means you are still in the race. That means you have not been disqualified from the race. You still have another chance at life. You still have another chance to fight. You still have another chance to get to the finish line. There's a lot of people that did not get to see the sunlight shine through their window this morning. And every time you get into this mentality and you feel the spirit coming in and heavy on you, 1, rebuke it in the name of Jesus. 2, remember what I just said about the sunlight. You're very blessed to be able to see that, okay? And you have to get up, create a routine. It's very important. Create a routine, and make sure that in that routine, self-care is in that routine. Okay, I'm gonna get up, my room's a mess, I'm gonna tidy up a little bit, I'm gonna drink some tea, you know, maybe some matcha tea or some chai tea to kind of get my energy going a bit. No coffee. Coffee makes warfare worse. Just saying. It gives you so much anxiety, and the warfare is 10 times worse, okay? Matcha or chai tea, you know what I mean? And then when you get a little bit of energy in you, then you start to clean up. Orange juice helps as well. Orange juice gives you a lot of energy. Start to clean up a little bit. Make sure you wake up early enough to where you can take care of your physical self. Take a shower, brush your teeth, comb your hair, you know, make yourself look presentable, and then you can say what's next for the day. But that alone will kind of help lift your mood. You got to fight, do the opposite of whatever that spirit wants you to do. Do the opposite. Okay, do the opposite. And in the process of doing it, you're going to start feeling a lot better. Okay, so yeah, that's just one of the circumstances that may have caused some of these individuals that relate to the other message to think this way. Is they're already fighting off something that's weighing them down, already fighting off a spirit. Now you gotta just fight against what it's trying to make you do, even the thoughts, and pray about it. Fast as well. Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.